I bought this opal almost 12 years ago, and today I'm going to cut it to make some amazing gemstones. And I'm going to teach you about one of the most important qualities of opal that is rarely ever mentioned. Let's get started. So I got a call from a guy who sold me an opal on eBay about 12 years ago. He'd apparently just discovered Pulitzer opal on YouTube, and he wanted to know when I was going to make a video out of his opal. So I said, I don't really know, sir. Let me connect you to our video planning officer. Sheila, pick up on line 1. I don't know what opal I received last year, much less 12 years ago. I mean, give me a break. But I was curious, so I looked in my photos for rough opal, and I found it. I can keep track of photos, but opal, not so much. I remember this guy's opal. That gentleman sold it as Ethiopian opal, and even back then, I knew that it was Australian. Where could it be? Well, Sheila's in charge of inventory at Pulitzer Opal, so there was obviously no chance of ever finding it. It's on you, Sheila, and no, cats don't eat opal. Now I was on a mission. I searched everywhere, drawers, cabinets, shelves, the garage. This is crazy, I said. I whacked my head on the top of the small door leading under the house, so I gave up. Then, last week, I was getting dressed one morning, and I found it in my sock drawer, right next to my artificial tongue. So I'm going to take this stone and find out what it's all about. Are you with me? Not you, Sheila. Okay, so let's get to this opal. It weighs 64.78 carats, and it's obviously Australian seam opal. Seam opal forms in crevices or seams between layers of sedimentary rock. Seam opal is generally thin because most of the crevices in Australian opal fields are pretty narrow. This one is about 7.5 millimeters thick in the middle. Now, some of you guys know that the first thing we do with seam opal is to expose the edges in order to get some idea what's going on inside. We can already see some of the edges in this one, and it looks pretty good. So let's grind. Not you, Sheila. The edges look great. There's good color on all sides. This is a multicolor stone with a fair bit of red, but also green, yellow, and some blue. There's one spot that's a little bit patchy. It doesn't have as much color, but overall, I'll take it. And now it's time for the big test. We need to see what the top of this opal looks like. We already have a narrow window, but now it's time for the full Monty. Well, we've exposed some pretty nice color here, but those areas of sand make me nervous. I mean, is it normal for sand to make a grown man nervous? Don't answer that. Now, if this idiot would only get his finger out of the way, we might get a better look. But we clearly need to grind some more. And not you, Sheila. Stop it. Okay, this is looking very good. Great color and only small areas of sand. But we have a problem. This area of potch was not in my plan. Now, my mother always said, be happy with what you've got. But she was wrong. I mean, if you're not shooting for perfection, you may end up like you know who. No, Sheila, I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about this guy. Okay, you've got the best opal in the universe. You made a great piece of jewelry with it, but nobody is impressed. What gives? Well, it may be that you forgot to think about directionality. Yes, I know it's a big word, but calm down. If you take any opal and turn it, you will find that it looks better in certain directions. And if you fail to take this into account when putting it into jewelry, you will be disappointed. Simple as that. Here's some stones from my previous videos to show you what I'm talking about. This red meant-to-be opal cabochon looks great in the right direction. A unique two-pattern stone that is not so unique in the other direction. The swan is a hell of a nice opal, but mostly with its beak pointed upward. Now I do love this pendant when it's right side up. Red Dawn is next in line for the Rainbow Shield's throne, but only with the sharp side up. This stone was set by my jeweler with the wrong side up. Tisk tisk. White opal. Not good enough to star in a video, but good for showing that even lower grade opal has directionality. While making this video, I noticed that the opal my wife was wearing was upside down. I take the blame, but after 10 years, I get to fix it now. It's pretty easy to set opals in prong settings. If you have to take one out, I use razor blades to bend the prongs away. I'll pull the opal out, turn it upside down, and put it back in. Then we tighten up the prongs using a prong pusher. Yes, that's what it's called. I didn't make that up. Looks good, doesn't it? Well, I've decided that I'm going to have to take that potch off. So I'm going to cut it right along here and everybody will be happy. I really didn't want to do this, but that potch is there and I just had to do it. Shit. Everybody loves opal chips. Well, some people do, and I'll be giving them away along with where they came from. This is a 12.71 carat arrowhead with the name Kodosi, which is Native American for pisses on light bulbs. At 11.86 carats, Buck is one fine-looking opal. He's mild-mannered, but don't be fooled. If you mess with a bull, you will get the horn. At 31.91 carats, Clarice is long and lean, but much heavier than she looks. And speaking of looks, Clarice is always looking for trouble. I think she'll go well with some fava beans and a nice Chianti, if you know what I mean. To enter the giveaway, leave a comment. Best comment wins. Now, if you want to see the videos where these great opals were created, I made a playlist with them all. You can see them right here.